In this video today I'm going to be teaching you how to create a fresh animation blueprint so we can all animate our characters with custom animations and BlendSpaces. Let's get started. Okay, so here we are in the third person template. This is a fresh new project, and the first thing we need to do is press Ctrl and Space to open up the content browser, and we're going to open up the BP third person character blueprint. Okay, so let's drag the tab onto the top row and dock it just like this. Right, okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to change the default skeleton on the right hand side here to the SKM Manny. You don't need to do this, it's just personal preference, and you can see here we have animation blueprints for each character. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create a animation blueprint from scratch. So right click, animation blueprint, and we're going to select the SK mannequin, and we're going to rename this ABP_tutorial just for the tutorial sake. Okay, sweet. So we need to assign this. So in the, let's just click viewport so you can see this drop down here. You can click this and click ABP tutorial, the one we just created, and you can see that right now we are just in a T-pose because we have no animations, because the animation blueprint we're using now has no logic, so it's not telling the character to perform any animations. Okay, so what we need to do is add a state machine. So if you just right click in this open space and search for state machine, we're just going to click the first option that comes up, and we're going to rename this locomotion. So let's line these up, and the output of locomotion goes into the result of the output pose. So whatever happens inside this locomotion state machine is then the output pose. So let's drag off entry, and we're going to create a new state, and the first state that we want to be in our game is idle, and this is just going to be the default animation. Okay, so here is where the animations would plug into the output pose for the idle. Okay, I do have some custom animations and I will be updating them to my rifle animations, but for now I'm just going to use the default ones and show you how to set it up. So let's just drag in idle, and that is our idle animation that comes with Unreal. And as you can see, it is just playing the idle animation, and it has no clue what's going on because it doesn't know that we are moving, and it doesn't know that we have increased our speed. So basically we need to set up another state, which is walk/run, so the game can play this animation once we reach a certain speed. So how do we do that? So this little pin in the middle is a transition rule, and this is going to be telling the engine when we should transition from idle, which is at 0 speed, to walk/run. So we need to set up a few variables in the ABP event graph so that we can use them as a reference when we need to plug stuff into the animations. Okay, the first variable that we're going to get is character speed. So let's drag out of try get pawn owner, and we are going to get the velocity. Then out of get velocity, let's drag out once again and get the vector length, and from the return value of vector length we need to promote that to a variable, and this variable is going to be let's just name it character speed for simplicity. And then from this pin just connect it up just like this, and now we have a reference to our character speed. We can use a character speed in these booleans. So if the character speed is above 0, we will play the walk run animation, and if it is not and it is set to 0, then we will play idle. So it's pretty simple. So let's drag out of character speed, and we are going to get a greater than boolean, and if it is greater than 0, we will transition into the walk/run. So here you can see we have the locomotion going into the output pose, and the entry is connected to idle, so that is the first thing that will be played. Then the engine will check if it can transition to the walk/run, and that will be if the character speed is above 0. So the default template for the third person character uses a blend space, which we've just plugged in here, and we're going to use the character speed just to preview this and show you what it does. So if I click play, and we can see we're playing the idle, and then when we start moving, increase our speed, it'll play walk/run. And the blend space basically blends between two animations depending on what speed or which direction you're facing. So as you can see now, everything is pretty much working fine, but we still have a few problems. Plus, I want to show you how to create a blend space with your own custom animations. So let's create our own custom blend space with our own custom animations. So open up the content browser, right click, animation, and we're going to scroll down to the blend space. Let's click this. Or you can just do it down here, you can go to legacy and then BlendSpace 1D. So BlendSpace 1D only does one direction, it only calculates speed. The other BlendSpace calculates speed and direction. We're just going to use speed for this one because we don't need it because we are not going to be strafing. So to set this up, we just need to go into our brand new blend space. And on the horizontal axis, we're just going to rename this speed, and this speed is going to be from 0 to whatever your maximum walk speed is in your character. So to check this, we're just going to go over to the BP third person character, or whichever character you're using. In the details panel, we're just going to click type in walk, and you can see your max walk speed here. Make sure you do click on the character movement or else it won't show up. Okay. So let's click snap to grid, and I'm just going to type in mm_walk in place. This is a default animation that comes with Unreal, but you can use your own for any of these, just like I mentioned before. So let's just drag this to speed 0. Then the next one, we want one that says walk, I believe. Yeah, just walk forward. So we're going to go from 0 speed, and then when we hit 125, that is 250, we're going to play the walk forward, and then when we hit the maximum speed of 500, it's going to transition and blend between these and start running. Okay, so if we just have a look through these, we need to replace the blend space actually in the walk run state of our locomotion. So let's just add our speed and the output pose. Highlight these, press Q to clean it up, and we're going to click play. And now, as you can see, we are playing our idle animation, and then when we start running, it's going to blend between walking and sprinting. Now I did forget to fix a little problem, and that was that when we go from idle to walk run, when we're going backwards, it's not playing the idle animation, it's still playing the walk in place. So we just need to drag from walk run backwards, and set up the transition rule for when we go from walk run back to idle, or else it will just always play that animation that's at 0 speed. Okay, so let's just double click on the transition wheel backwards and get the character speed, and we're going to get an equal to 0, just like I mentioned before, just forgot to do it. And now if we are at 0, it plays the animation that is idle, then we transition from walk to run when we reach a certain speed, and now it goes back to idle, so no funny idle animation. So now you know how to create a custom animation blueprint to add your own custom animations to your character, along with blend spaces. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.